Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us continue our discussion with respect to LR0 guys. So this is the next example which we are discussing. So before discussing that example, so in the last lecture we drawn this particular thing, right? Yes. Okay. So I think everyone knows how we can convert this into table, right? Yes. So if you convert it into table, it looks in this way, guys. Okay. Yes. So let us assume a small thing, guys. So assume that in the given question, he told that to accept trip A, B. So whether this particular string will be accepted by this grammar or not is the given question. So assume that they asked to about this particular thing. Okay, so then how we are going to verify it? So basically these type of things you can directly verify it, right? So you can start drawing the tree, right? So from here I'm going to generate A, after that I'm going to generate it again. So here I'm going to generate it again. At the end I'll generate B. So I have got it. So in this way we can directly solve it. But when it comes to the original method with respect to LR0, I always take one thing, right? So let us take a small example, guys, so that you will understand how exactly it is going to work. Okay, yes. Okay, so let us start. Okay, yes. So I think if I write down the table, it will give more clarity, right? Because we are going to use that table only a lot, guys. Okay, so let me write it down here. Okay, so I0, I1, I2, I3, I4. Okay, so when it comes to A, B, dollar, the other element is only A, right? Yes. Okay, so let us write it from this particular diagram. We have drawn it in the last lecture, right? Yes. Okay, so let us assume this as R1 and this as R2. So this R1 is completed here. So in I4 we are going to get R1, 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 R1. In I3 we are going to get R2. So R2, R2, R2. Okay, so reduce things are done. So now we are left out with the shift and that and this particular numbers. So from I0, if I get capital A, I will go to I1. So from I0, if I get capital A, I go to I1. So it is 1. Similarly, here. So when from I2, if I get a 4. From I2, if I get a 4, I go to A. Sorry, if I get A, I go to I4. Okay, yes. Okay, so now at I1, we are going to have accept, right, as usual. And when it comes to the other parts, okay, so from I0, if I get A, I go to T2, I2, okay. So from I0, if I get A, so basically I'm going to get S2 here, and similarly S3 here, similarly S2 here, S3 here, right? Yes. So now we have completed drawing that table. So now let us take our particular example. So assume that our particular string is A, B, and dollar. So at the end we are going to have dollar. In that way we'll assume, guys. So in simple words, a dollar will be the end of our particular string. Okay, so now what we do is, so initially where we will be, guys, so we will be in I0, right? Yes. So once we are in I0, what we do is we keep a node here. So 0, okay, and my first input is A, right? Yes. So you can represent it in a stack, in this way also, in a string way also. Okay, so 0 A. So now I am at I0, and with A as an input, where I can go with A as an input, I do shift 2. Okay, so once we see shift 2, you are going to shift that particular 2 inside. And what is our next input? So our next input is A. So again we are having A. So this is I2. So from I2, if I get A, where I'm going to, again I'm going to shift 2 only. So again I'm going to insert 2 only. Okay, so this is again I2. So from I2, if I again get A, again I'm going to shift A. So basically, again you are going to shift A. So I2. So now these three things are done. So now please concentrate, guys. So now we are having a B, right? Yes. So now our input is a B. So now from I2, if I get to B, what I'm going to do? I'm going to do shift 3, right? Yes. So now I am at I3 and my input is a dollar. So from I3, if my input is a dollar, I am going to reduce 2. So now please remember this particular thing, guys. So here we are performing reduce 2, right? So what is a reduce 2 statement? So to be clear, let me write them down here. So A implies A. So this is R1 and A implies a B. This is R2. Okay, so now this is reduce 2, right? Yes, this particular thing. So whenever we are performing reduce 2 means this particular thing. So on the right hand side we are having only one element, right? So what you do is you pop out 2 elements from here. So we have popped 3 as well as a B from here, right? Yes. Okay, so once we have popped that, now, okay, so now we have popped that particular thing. Okay, so now our next symbol is a dollar, right? Yes. Okay, so once we have popped that, okay, so now we have popped these two items, right? Yes. So to pop these two items, what did we use? We used A, right? So that is the reason why we are going to push that A. Okay, and that A is having one more thing, which is having two elements, right? Yes. Okay, yes. So that is the reason why we are going to push 4 inside. Okay, so we are having two things. So again we are going to push 4, right? Yes. Okay, yes. So here also you can check. So here also we are having 4, right? Yes. So we are going to push 4. Okay, so in simple words you can remember in this way also. So you can remember in this way also, guys. So once so as we have popped B and 3, so this will not be there, right? So let us assume in that way. So once we have popped B and 3, so how did you pop B and 3, sorry, B3? So we popped with this production. So on the left hand side, what is there? A is there. So write down that A, and here now again you check. So from I2, if A is input, so from I2, if A is input, I will push a 4. So 4 we have pushed inside. Got it? Yes. So in any way you can remember it, guys. Okay. Yes. So now again our input is a dollar. So 4 with a dollar means I4 with a dollar. I will reduce R1. Means if I reduce R1, what are those things? So here we are having two elements. Means indirectly I am going to cancel 4 elements. So 1, 2, 3. And 4. So I have cancelled 4 elements, and now using what I have cancelled those 4 elements, again I used A only. So now here you will write A. Okay, so I'm continuing the same line below, guys. So I will use that A. So now I2 with A. So I2 with A is again 4. Okay. So now again 4 with the dollar. Again R1. So okay. So again we are going to pop 4 elements. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again what did we use? We used A. So I2 with A. What is it, guys? Sorry, I2 with A. It is a nothing but 4. So again 4 with the dollar. It is a nothing but R1. So again pop 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now again we are going to push A. So now if you observe with the I node with the A, what is the thing? It is a 1. So you are going to push 1. Okay. So now what is a 1? 1 with the dollar. So 1 with dollar is accepted. Got it? Yes. So this string is accepted. So in this way it will work, guys. The only catch in this whole method is how you are going to pop. You are going to pop into 2 times. So basically if there is only one item in the RHS, you are going to pop 2 elements. So if there are 2 items, you are going to pop 4 elements. So into 2 you will do, and whenever you are popping them, you are going to push this element into it. So basically what is on the right hand side, you are going to push it. Got it? Yes. Okay. So in my other book, I told you I will be taking some other book, right? Yes. So in this book also, you can find this particular question. The same example we have taken in this book also, guys. To be clear, this is a standard example for this particular understanding. Okay. Yes. So I have written here. So A, because we used A to reduce. So first thing, what, guys, we used A to reduce it, right? Yes. And after that 2. So at 2 it is available, right? So at 2A it is available is 4. So that is the reason why we are going to push 4. Got it? Yes. So I think you got some basic idea at least, right? Because there is no need to understand this in detail. So if you just have some basic idea like what exactly we are doing, it will be enough, guys. Okay? Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea with respect to this LR1, right? Sorry, LR0, right? Yes. Okay, so now I hope everyone got a clear idea on this LR0. So now let us take one more example on this LR0, guys. So just to give me a second, I'll be taking some pieces of paper so we can solve one more question. Okay. Okay, so I've just taken a piece of paper. So let us start taking our last example with respect to LR0, guys. So basically, to be clear, I want to give some more information. To be clear, if a particular grammar is LR0, you can conclude that that particular grammar is as well as SLR also. Okay, so is this question repeated, guys? Okay, so I have already solved this question. Okay, so then why did I do it twice in my book? Okay, so let it be. This is what we have discussed in the last, in this lecture, or in the last lecture, and we have continued this question only in this lecture, right? Yes, I didn't know that this example is the same. Okay, so let us go through. So what shall we do? So let me end the lecture here then. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about SLR, guys. Okay. Yes. So most probably I'll be combining this and the last lecture, guys, because okay, let it be. I'll be thinking about it. Okay. Yes. So now I hope everyone got a clear idea on this. So in the last lecture I showed you, right? So when we will have a clash, guys. So when a particular cell is having two same things, right? So this is a shift and reduce a clash. Okay. Yes. So basically clashes can be of two types, guys. So the first type is SR, that is a conflict, SR conflict, that is a shift reduce conflict, or RR. So it is a reduce conflict. Okay. Yes. Okay. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing in detailed about SLR1. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture and discuss about it. I hope everyone got a clear idea, right? Yes. Okay. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.